Their first ball, and it leads to that quick to Dizon.
That's one thing we would want to see more of. A tall middle blocker we can see. Not very, not a lot of people know who she is, so it's a perfect time.
A tougher competition. So you want more of your players being involved in gaining experience.
Another short pass. General pops it up. Regine Arrocha is turned away by Navarro.
Capital 1, as we see a solid block this time. All her 5 points came from
Heather Ginoo with this service.
Ooh, Orenda in. Way for her to acknowledge that quick set. Nice serve.
Underhand set to Pons. And Captain Dizon in their last match.
I mean, getting this block is very timely.
Perfect. Basta playable. That's a playable sequence for them. A nice setup for Des Clemente.
Here in the second set, she did have more opportunities in the first frame to go for those quick attacks.
Here in on the court for them, they go against Rivera, of course, and Orendain. As she timeout.
We heard that shot all over to where we are seated, and that's the kind of impact that ball.
Adorador serving long, but it sails in. Navarro. Bicar on 2. Bicar goes traditional. It's in the air. The set. Patty Orendain gets it to 5.
They need a go-to player right now, and so far it has been a Patty Orendain for them. Great cross-court attack, just right on the line.
Really keeping things close after that 4-0 run, 5-0 if I'm not mistaken. Even Molina denied access there by Melgar and Clemente.
No, they need to really polish up their defense because that net defense worked in the start of the set.
Dito mo madidiscover yung metal ng mga ibang underused players. Luna sending it over. Horvina is all over the place. And that's a good thing if you're a libero.
That's right.
Setting up Jo Marginot, but the roof! And Salamacos, we called her out, and for good reason.
Red here on the net defense of Capital 1. Solid block coming from her.
Fajardo back sets to Samonte. The tip. Saved there by Capital 1, and they turn it to a point.
Estrella serving again for the Solar Spikers. Ivy goes to Espina. Got a hand. And here's Janica Lana sending it through. Straight to Bila Barbon. Pushed by Petragas. Chance for the yellow shirts. Des Clemente. And that meets the line.
5-point game. 10-15. Set 2. Makatuno passes. Rivera to Navarro. Tubino. Blocked!
Technical timeout, challenges. It's usually, it really could break momentum.
Kaole goes back to Jana. But that block lands inside in favor of Capital 1.
Planning that net. Let's see you got a touch on that one. Look at that height, dude. Earlier, kasama kanina.
It's a 4-point lead. Des Clemente to serve. Eliza Valdez with that first ball over Steve. Jorel Singh saw that coming.
Marginot. Serve in. Makatuno to Janica Lana. She's been getting a lot of those sets. On the other end, Manabat couldn't score. Rivera back to Lana. Tried to go off speed. That goes back to the yellow shirts. Back row for Jorel. The rally continues. Marginot sending it through. Chance for Capital 1. Lana, sharp hit
Of the Chargers.
And Neil, just how important.
Set number 1 for the Foxies.
Exactly, a comfortable cushion for them, but we like to see how focused they are in this ball game. These two teams are still looking for their first win of the season. May goes to Niegos. And down the line with a sigh of relief, Coach Ronnie.
The defense shifting the action to the other end, delaying the blockers as Bertolano.
Combination. Gaston stretches for that. Galang. There's somebody home in the back row. This one down on the floor.
3-point lead for Capital One. The serve coming from Singh. They put this one up for the pipe, but it is rebounded by someone that we discussed from the start of the pregame.
That's right, Salamagos again a threat in the net defense. Look at her jump at the right time, pressing her.
That chance actually created by Salamagos, who had that really good solo block that allowed Capital One to regroup. Good read. And the Solar Spikers are fighting. Longer rallies in the second set. And Capital One earning their points too. And they're up by 2.
Earlier, they were able to get points also from next lead, but right now...
By Davison and then error from the reception. But since then, PLDT has recovered. So does Capital One after that technical timeout.
Yeah. Ang pagkawala ng kanilang laro. And so as they face Petrogas, a squad with a powerhouse like Brooke Van Sickle, Jarrell says that defense will be the key.
Former Lady Altus. Rostabino with a serve. Singh down the line. Got it. Singh playing very well here in the opening set.
To see their first win. So the hunger will definitely be there.
Jarrell Singh almost caught the net with that one. Giles at the net. They go back to Shika. Des Clemente though, really towering over.
You still want to minimize the unforced errors.
Right, and they're a few points away to getting this set. Capital One wants to lower the lead. Get a point.
With a team with a championship mindset, championship experience.
Nagiging play open or play outside hitter na lang yung Capital One. So they need to get the middles involved.
So it seems like that style of coaching once again prevails in the PBL. Soltones tried to drop the ball. It was read perfectly. First block point for Des Clemente in this game. The first kill block came.
They had 2 wins and 9 losses in the second All-Filipino Conference back in 2023.
Oh, nice. To go crossovers, a match that took only 67 minutes to finish. Niegos did not
buy tickets now. They have another game, which is on Thursday, which will be in Hong Kong. In the meantime, Galang blocked. Bijan putting 2 hands on it.
Rovi now serves. 5-point lead. Jump serve. Oh, finding the line there. It floats and drops right in.
Don letting that go in the last second. Thought it was going to go, committing a couple of attack errors.
Oh, that one worked. That looked pretty. Down the line from Niegos there.
Niegos also one of the reliable scorers when Capital One was started.
Good serve. Oh, and that is short for Davison.
18-24. Capital One closing in. Espina receives. Ivy sets. Chami attacks. Ball put up by Capital One. And there's the counter from Heather. Barbon keeping it up. Myla back to Chami. Onto the back. Chased by Quizon. Heather Ginoo. Not much power. Coverage present. That's a back row hit for Janica Lana. Ball put up by Espina. Counter for Chami. Blocked. Wow, what a sequence for Capital One. That move is brought to you by Honda Motorcycle. How about the net defense?
Sa Capital One, let's see if Capital One gets to capitalize on that.
Underhand pass by Dina Wong. Isamolde is turned away. Des Clemente with a monster block.
By the hands of Des Clemente, look at that, really roofing Isa Molde.
Villegas serves here. Kaole. She goes back to Espinosa. Blocked. Des Clemente and Jorel Singh to thank for that one.
To read that set. And you know, Shika Espinosa has been the go-to player so far in this.
They go to Jorel Singh. Down the line attack. Same place for Jorel Singh.
Attack. Take a look at that pivot on her body, her swing.
A good pair of setters for them.
Very talented setters. Iba rin talaga yung sistema na dinadala ni Jaja Maraginot and Michelle Cox.
Capital One gave up 20 points off their errors.
Navarro with his service. Red like a block. That monster block there.
Momentum 20-10 count. This is a nice 6-2 run here for the yellow shirts.
UAAP Volleyball Commissioner. Ooh.
Great serve from dropping in front of Aragalang and Jen Yerva. I mean, we expected this one with how they performed in their previous game against Next Led. They were looking good. They were very scrappy on defense, and they were able to convert points. So they will definitely be a good challenge here for Signal.
And I'm seeing smiles from Coach Roger Gorayem. I'm not sure if our fans could see it through the screens, but he's smiling because he's seeing that his defense pattern is working, especially if you get a block like that.
You know, the hard work of these players, talking about Capital One, paying off. They stayed patient. They know that, you know.
Oh, wow. Service ace. We saw a couple of those for Capital One in set number 2.
Lead here for Capital One as Clemente gets that ball right on the line.
Oh, that's her second. If you're PLDT, that's not the way to make up for your loss against Petrogas.
Singh with a tip. Baron. From the back row. Capital One getting another chance, and Clemente dumps it.
Clemente. You know, again, we always say, it's so nice to have
3 points to her name so far. Ball up by the Solar Spikers, and Des Clemente finds a hole in the middle.
I'm not sure. I believe so. I think she played for a couple of clubs.
That was the only game in double digits for Patty Orendain so far in the All-Filipino Conference. The next best scoring game was 8 against the Cool Smashers. And we're off here in the opening set. Pipino is blocked. Good coverage by Tang Ponce. Battle at the net, and a nice hit. Sydney Yegos with the first point of the opening set.
Joy Onofre with the service. Singh with a cross court. Dolly sets it up for Shika. Chance ball for Capital One. And it catches the line.
Usual suspects si Coach Roger na talagang binantayan during the last-minute tryouts nitong Capital One.
Under their belt. We're excited to see as well if we'll see the cream line that we know today.
Yes, the usual.
Exactly.
I mean, when they were up against the Cherry Tigo crossovers, they were definitely challenged. I mean, they broke their 19-game winning streak. And I did mention safety anymore here in the PBL. It's almost like no team can blink because you never know what can unfold.
Now has the duties of serving. Ooh, that went in, an ace.
Estrella, I believe, was part of the roster of F2 Logistics. Now she's with us.
As Louis Romero will continue to serve, the timeout by Coach Roger Gorayem a while ago. And it's a good timeout, Coach Ronnie, for them.
Registered the first point as Shirley Salamagos, formerly of Arellano Lady Chiefs.
It's a battle between a side that has some teamwork developed over a period of time, while a new team trying to find out what works for them. Dorandes battling for the pickup, and it's down on the ground. Not yet quite. Navarro tosses it over. Here comes Bicar, who chases it karandang with a quick. The set. Ito medyo nagiging predictable yung Capital One, going almost exclusively to Navarro. Dorandes regalo. Well done by Bicar, keeping it in play. Well done also by Capital One on the other end. Very long rally, the first one. Quezon got to it, and Navarro has to dump it over. This could take a while. Bicar goes the other direction. Good. Pick up that time, no problem. And nabutasan. Rivera kept it very much in play, the libero of Capital One.
This time on the side of the Solar Spikers, great effort in the defense, and Navarro staying patient in that offense.
Molina with that serve. Quezon going up to Lana. Her college teammate Fernandez read there by Quezon. They go up to Singh. Singh will give him a chance ball. Molina was there. Cayuna going up to Troncoso on the other side. Quezon choosing Singh. Cross court, tough angle. Doria tipping that over. Singh, cross court, picked up by Molina. Cayuna going up to Fernandez off the blockers. Ball is still alive. Dionela, Cayuna going up to Doria. Lana from the back row. Jack choosing Molina. Long rally we're having here. Clemente with a tip. Doria loses that joust. Gel tipping that over. Gel Quezon going to Des Clemente.
What a rally. With the stable of floor defense, we saw a lot of good exchanges there, but the Quezon with the right thing in mind to activate Clemente. Despite this 1-point lead, because that was a big gap that next lead has closed.
Permentilia will go up. Too easy for Permentilia there. And you know, these plays by Salamagos.
It's on the front row. She really gives an easier time for their squad to get up.
They look really good.
More reps for Capital One. They'll get more and more comfortable with their plays. Back with the yellow shirts, Siningini Singh. Santos was there for the pickup. Rivera saves it. Back row for Guino. Yes!
Boy, they worked hard for that.
You have to applaud the effort of Capital One. Staying within distance. They're only down.